Goodbyes are rarely easy when it comes to somebody you care about, and I think that really applies to Daniel Ricciardo as well in Formula 1, someone who has been in and out of the sport since 2011, someone who is a really, really popular character, and on top of that as well, back in the day, an incredible driver. Of course, his career has not ended how he thought he was going to do. He genuinely thought he was going to come back into Formula 1 with a chance of getting in a top team and winning a world championship, otherwise he wouldn't have come back. But he did come back, and fair play to him. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in the end, and it looks as though the Singapore Grand Prix in 2024 is going to be the final ever F1 race in his career. I mean, the guy had some very emotional interviews. I've already done some videos as well on Ricciardo going over his legacy in Formula 1. The fact that this is a very emotional kind of time, really. It's sad. I mean, I'm a fan of Ricciardo. He's been my favourite driver on the grid when he's been a Formula 1 driver, without a doubt. You know, ever since he kind of really burst onto the scene in 2014 when in that Red Bull. Like I said, you know, it's not been the best ending to his career. I think he has hurt his legacy a little bit with that. Not for me personally, because I remember how good he was and how long of a career he's had as well. That shouldn't be underestimated. But yeah, let's have a look what people have been saying, because there's been some really touching tributes to the Australian driver in the kind of world of Formula 1 recently. So, although Daniel Ricciardo's strategic fastest lap enraged his former team McLaren on Sunday, Zak Brown admitted he feels sorry for the Australian driver. The RB driver was close to tears after qualifying in Singapore, with real tears filling his eyes as it dawned on him that he'd probably climbed out of a cockpit after a Grand Prix for the last time in his life. There's a lot of emotions because I'm aware that this could be it, said the 35-year-old. Even McLaren CEO Zak Brown, who also ousted Ricciardo in 2022 with a year to run on his contract, admitted the rumours of his former driver's demise was sad. I mean, let's get it straight, he wasn't performing for McLaren. He rightfully got ousted. Simple as that. You know, it's harsh, but it's fair. Just like this, unfortunately, it is harsh, but it's been coming. I hope it's not his last race, Brown told Sky Deutschland. He's been a great person and gave me my first victory in Formula 1. Yes, of course, Italy 2021. The entire paddock understood that Ricciardo's fastest lap with fresh tyres right at the end of the race was strategic to help parent team Red Bull limit the points damage to Lando Norris. RB boss Lauren Makeys said the team just wanted to give Ricciardo a fitting send-off at the top of the timesheet. Given this may have been Daniel's last race, we wanted to give him the chance to savour it and go out with the fastest lap, he said in the official post-race press release. Ricciardo, however, admitted if Max wins the World Championship by 1 point, I'm sure I'll get a nice Christmas present from him. And on top of that as well, someone worked out that if Lando Norris and Max Verstappen now finish 1-2 in every single race for the rest of the season, with Norris getting the fastest lap, that will no longer be enough for Norris to win the championship. That 1 point has made a difference, potentially. Given this may have been... Oh, sorry, I've already read that bit. Verstappen, who maintains a close and friendly relationship with the 8-time Grand Prix winner, said, "I have to thank Daniel for that. He's a great person, and when I retired in a few years, we will look back on our time in Formula 1 with a beer." Retired from Formula 1 in a few years? Has he actually said that? I mean, he is in a bit of a feud with the FIA at the moment. I've already done a video on that, of course. He'll be remembered as a great driver. Still, the news of Ricciardo's departure is not yet official. "There's a chance you won't see me in Austin," he admitted. "Austin is my second home, so we'll see. I know that an official decision is coming." Yes, the Lawson announcement is set to happen in September, according to Dr. Helmut Marko, what he said a few months ago. Ralf Schumacher said prior to the race weekend in Singapore that he knew it would be Ricciardo's last race. "We will announce the decision after Singapore," Dr. Helmut Marko said. Ralf Schumacher also declared himself to be our press spokesman, but I can't officially answer that at the moment. Again, the decision is after Singapore. And I remember as well that I'm not going to say who for legal reasons, but I did see that someone messed up a video online. A large Formula 1 media company messed up, and it wasn't F1 themselves, it was someone else, messed up. The cat is out of the bag, basically. If you saw that when it happened, you will know that this is pretty much confirmed. But I'm not going to say who, I don't want to get sued. But yeah, I did notice that. Very briefly, if you were very quick on YouTube, you might have seen it. Liam Lawson, meanwhile, can probably already prepare for his return to racing action at the US GP. "We've given so many young drivers great opportunities over the years," Christian Horner said. We want to take the time to consider what our options are for the future. And that's part of it as well. It is because it's a future thing. Lawson is the future of that team. Ricciardo's not going to get any better. And also at the same time, Lawson probably has something in his contract as well that says he has to have X amount of races in a season. I think there's 6 races left, something like that. So yeah, that's part of it. So yeah, Ricciardo out the door, unfortunately. Very sad. I've already given my thoughts about his legacy and how this is a tough but fair decision, unfortunately, in Formula 1. I say fair. Nothing's fair in Formula 1, but by F1 standards, it's been coming, unfortunately. But yeah, I wish him all the best in the future. I hope he finds either a new drive if he wants to go and race in another motorsport series or just wants to chill out in LA and just relax. I imagine after all this, he's just going to take a sabbatical and just, weigh up his options, see what he can do. Go to IndyCar, go to NASCAR, go to V8 Supercars in Australia. Imagine that. That'd be fun. But yeah, we'll see you very soon for some more Formula 1 content here on the F1Chronicle.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell as well to see much more F1 content right here.